Welcome to Worst Impressions. I am your host, Eric Anderson, and we've got a very decent show for you today.
Hello, everyone. I am your host. I am your host. No, I am your host. No, I am. I didn't have a lot of sibling rivalry growing up. Me and my sibling, I don't think we rivaled each other that much. Not very rivalry. No, me. No, me. No, you. How's everybody out there doing? Don't forget, if you'd like to support the show, join our Patreon. My Patreon. Worst Impressions on Patreon. You know, you're just there to support the show, yada, yada, yada. You get the episodes early. And lately, I guess I'd say a funk. I haven't been getting the episodes out fast enough. But it's also the holiday season. And the downloads are lower, which is fine. You know, this is the first full year. We're about to get to the first full year of the show. So I'm testing out all the different seasons, and I'll have data on all of that, like when the peak listening times of the year are. And so I'm learning all of that. But yeah, just been in a funk. Or this recording, I'm recording this like right off the heat of Black Friday deliveries, all that shit with my work, and so I'm about to have a vacation time, some time off, and where I'll be really focusing on the show and doing new things and setting up for more engaging episodes, and also doing a mental, physical reset on myself, which will be interesting. I feel like I came out of a kind of a burnout phase where, not that I was a burnout like a, yeah, bro, I'm a burnout, bro. Like, yeah, bro. Not like that. More of a, I will put my head through a brick wall. But nothing crazy's been going on. It's just, I think I overwhelmed myself. But anyways, let's get to the funny stuff. But yes, we have a Patreon if you'd like to just support the show, see the show grow. I appreciate each and every one of my patrons. I'm going to start putting this up front. And if you want to support the show for free, just share it, share it online, share some funny reels, some funny TikToks you find from the show, share the link, the podcast link. Anything you could share, I am so appreciative of. So I much appreciate it. As you can tell, this recording is in preparation for Christmas. I will be right after this. I will be decorating the studio for a more Christmassy theme. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. We will be into Christmas this year. Oh ho, tiny tots with their eyes all aglow. It's Christmas today. What do we got here? I got a recent comment on a Facebook post. It was it was the meme of the dog. It's like a drawing of a dog with his hand. He's like anthropomorphized. He's got his hands in his pockets and he's wearing jeans. And it's always like, the meme is like, I'm just a chill guy. I'm just a chill bro hanging out with the homies or whatever the hell the meme usually ends up being. And it was somebody that I didn't know, and they posted it on there as like, I'm just a chill podcaster, and put the dog on there. And what's ironic, when it's saying I'm just a chill podcaster, and then this meme, me not knowing if they were being sarcastic or not, gave me the opposite of chill. I was anxious, to say the least. I was like, oh my God, is he a hater? He, they, she, them? Are they haters? Do they hate me? So yeah, that goes on in my brain. And it's going to be tough. As I ask for more interaction, as I get more comments on things, even though for me, one comment is a lot, I don't know if I'm prepared to see them. I'm not prepared to see feedback. Although I do welcome it. I do welcome some constructive feedback. I would love to know what people think. Just kidding. Keep it to myself. Keep me in a void. Who is Carol G? That's what I want to know. I've heard the name a million times. I'm not going to Google it. I'm sure I've heard them in a song. Maybe. Couldn't tell you. So yeah, the dog thing is the dog with the hands in the pockets being chill. Is that something that's been going on for a long time? Or is that new? I'll never know. I'm not going to look it up. That's the thing. I'm going to hard stance not looking into things and just living in my own bubble, because that is what the smart thing to do is these days. No knowledge of anything. I'm not going to look it up. I have a very cute, I'm going to talk about myself here. I have a very cute, can we get some more rolls? Voice. When you're at a Southern Texas restaurant, or even just a Southern restaurant in general, there are these things called rolls. Bread balls, baked to puff up and be delicious and covered in butter. I will ask for more rolls. And that's the nicest you'll ever see me. If you need me to be nice or impress someone, just tell me, hey, pretend they're like, a fresh set of rolls, fresh set of dinner rolls. What is the best roll though? Hawaiian rolls are pretty good, but they're not fresh baked. Y'all been watching Great British Baking Show? God, I love that show. The tough part about that show is that and I don't know, this might just be me, but I feel like I have to have some sort of dessert available while I watch it. Otherwise, I'm going to do some irreversible damage right after I'm done. So I might as well just face facts I'm going to need something ahead of time if I'm going to watch the Great British Baking Show. I'm going to need some sort of dessert. Might as well figure it out so I can pace myself. Otherwise, it's 2 a.m. and I'm powering through 8-pack of Christmas tree cakes, Little Debbie's. I'm gonna have to get some of those. I'm gonna have to get a couple of Christmas tree cakes. Yeah. New AC. Yeah, we got some air conditioning upgrades. I wonder if it's coming through. It's not showing up on my stats, on my statistics. I don't know. They're not stats. They're my fucking sound levels. AI podcasts. I know I've mentioned this a few other times. AI podcasts are becoming more prevalent. And I think that is... It's difficult if you want to be audio purity style podcast, the original way to do it. And for a long time, I really did want to I just want to do audio. I think it's so fun. The theater of the mind. The theater of the mind. I think it is so nice, so, for lack of a better word, pure. It's pure audio into your ears. Listen to me speak into the microphone. But that's what's tough, is that that is the first wave of the AI podcast that's going to kind of infect the podcast space. Because as the voices get better, as the script writing gets better with AI, it's going to be harder to differentiate. And a lot of people are going to know. They're still going to know it's AI. But the people just clicking around, if they're getting downloads, if they're getting clicks, then there's just going to be more of them, and it's going to dilute the podcast space. And it will be much, 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 much more harder to even push your way through. Even if you have a good niche idea that can, this is the best dinner roll podcast. Oh my God. You'll have to fight all of the AI dinner rolls, because it's so easy. It's so fast. You can do it with no effort at all. So, but with that, I've noticed there's like the push that every podcast has to have, not has to, but it is being influenced to have a video element. Obviously, I was down to do that because I do like the performance. I do like the late night style of the studio. I do like having the guests and having the couch or whatever. But that did, that increased the cost of like how to set it up. Changed everything that I had to do to get her going. People have to be prepared to be on camera, all of that stuff. I don't think the video stuff takes away from podcasting, but it is disappointing that podcasts might not be able to just do audio purity. I'm not sure. Like, as time, not quite yet, but like moving forward. That's just what I've been seeing. I know I listen to the Conan O'Brien, Conan Needs a Friend, and they've been doing clips, but not that I fucking compare myself to fucking Conan O'Brien, but I'm just saying they've been audio pure for a long time, but they just do video clips. They don't do the full episodes, and they just now started doing that. in a like smartless, just audio, because it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting. Obviously, I'm talking about two humongous ones, but yeah, the jump, the blending, the blending of the YouTube sphere and the podcast sphere. I liked that they were two separate things, because to be honest, just growing up, I wasn't much of a YouTube fanboy. I didn't attach myself to any YouTube channels. Yeah, and I think I kind of missed that wave. But I know plenty of people that love their YouTube creators that they follow. But there's a difference, and there was, of what a YouTube creator was and then what a podcaster was. But now the blending is happening. The synergy. Also, I do have a question for the diehards. There's something that I've been doing where, so my podcast automatically uploads to YouTube in audio form. But then I also upload a video version of the episode as well. Now, so then on YouTube, there are two copies of the same episode, one with just audio and one with both audio and video. Should I cancel the audio push on YouTube? Should I leave them both up? I'm still so new that I do those precious 5-10 views on the audio one that I would rather have on the video one. Is that enough to cancel that one? I don't know. Cause if there is one person out there that wants the audio version on YouTube, I'll fucking leave it. Because I'm playing to a tight knit crew right now. I'll do what y'all want. Whatever y'all want, I'll do it for you. You know what I'm saying? You want me to put a hot iron through my balls and put it online? I'll do it. Maybe not a hot iron. Maybe a cold one, sir. Maybe a cold iron through my balls. But yeah, the AI stuff, the blending of YouTube and podcasting, yeah. It's very, very interesting. Very interesting. I'm looking for shoes. If anybody's got any, ideas on shoes, I do love Hokas or Hokas, the big thick sole. Pardon, the big thick sole Hokas. I want loud colors. I'm Hawaiian Santa Claus. I'm Hawaiian Santa Claus right now. Yeah, so what shoes should I get? I really want something fun, kind of streetwear-esque, but I want them loud. They can be a little goofy, but they also got to be comfortable. For the longest time, I was a Converse boy, and then Vans. Converse were fun, but oh my God. And maybe it's just me, but I feel like Converse are not comfortable anymore. But that's just might be being old. Having thicker, chubbier feet. You got chubby feet, sir. Your Converse ain't fitting. You got chubby feet. If anybody wants to see my chubby feet, they will be costing $40. That's not true. I am not soliciting anything in this. I don't know if YouTube will take it down. When somebody says cake, I say how high. Cake is interesting. Cake in a work setting, family setting. Are there any cakes that y'all would not go for if it was given to you for free? Like everybody's getting a slice of cake for Sandra. Sandra is leaving us. She is going to another place. She is retiring. And so we got a cake for Sandra, and it is German chocolate. And I'll tell you what, if it's German chocolate, I tell you fuck off. I'm not touching your coconut fucking ass. That's not true. I've had really good German chocolate cake, but it depends. If it's some cheap coconut, not that I'm a coconut snob, but if it's cheap coconut on there, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, is there a cake that you just completely will opt out? Because I feel like everybody's down for free cake. Cake has been a hard, tried and true group dessert for a long time. And if we were going to change that, I don't know if anything could take its place. I guess cupcakes, but it's still cake, you know what I mean? It's basically pre-sliced cake, you know what I'm saying? Is there a type of cupcake that's off for you? That you would turn off? If it had an on and an off button, you would turn it off because you don't want it? Fucking wacko. Waco is whack. That's right. If you're not familiar with me, this show is shot and recorded from Waco, Texas. Wacko, as they say. Now, it is interesting when it comes up on my analytics that I get listeners from out of country. I'm like, do you even know where I am right now? Do you know what kind of fucking shit I'm going through? And they're from some country where maybe there's no running water, but they've got podcasts. I don't know what I'm saying, but I do wonder, do they care about me? Or am I just a clown or a monkey in a suit designed to entertain them? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what I am. I'm just an artist. An artist with a drive. A drive to eat Christmas tree Little Debbie's and play fantasy with my friends. Do you remember playing I say, do you remember? Did you ever play fantasy role play with your friends on the playground? I have somebody lined up to come into the show, and hopefully it all works out and they arrive. If not, it's all good. But with this person in particular, that's all we did. And we kind of spearheaded when we were younger. Sorry to clarify. When I was a child, elementary schooling. For those across the pond, that's when I'm a wee lad, sir. When I was a wee lad in elementary, we would go outside on the playground during recess, and we would play Lord of the Rings on the gravel pits, the jungle gyms, the slides, and I insisted on portraying Legolas, the elf. the handsome silver-haired elf portrayed in the films by Orlando Bloom. It would have been much more fitting for me to be Gimli at the time because of my stature. But no. Roly-poly Eric Oley would insist on being the tall, slender bowman from Lothlorien. I can't remember if that's... Oh, man. The Lothar fans will be spearing me, killing me for misplacing him if I am. But anyways, we would go outside during recess, and everybody would pick their characters, and some people would be kind of extras, and we would assign them and kind of direct it like a movie. You all are kind of C-list characters in school, so you guys are going to be, the orcs. You two are a couple of popular kids. Maybe you could be Aragorn, and you could be Frodo. Sorry, Frodo is still A-lister, so you're stuck with him. I'd be kind of a B-lister. Now, I would try to edge my way to an A because of my knowledge of the fantasy. So you could kind of, if you called it early enough and you were smart enough like I'd be Legolas. That's me, Legolas. Oh yeah, I got Legolas. That's how fast I would be. Faster than a blink of an eye. Faster than an arrow shooting across the playground. Which is what I was doing. I was pretending to shoot children. I don't know if I could say that. With my imaginary bow and arrow as a child. We were playing imaginary warfare, shooting orcs, played by children. And I'd be like, I'll pull it out, pull it back, draw the bow, and I'd call out to whoever's playing Gimli and be like, 3, 4, 5, 69. And somebody who couldn't do an accent would be Gimli and be like, I've only got 4. Yeah, ketchup all over his mouth. Those were good times. Now I ask any of the audience, did you ever play fantasy roleplay as a child? In recess? And what did you play? Was it ponies? Was it perhaps dogs and owners? I do remember. It's like, all right, I will play the dog owner, and you all will be my pets. You will be a Siberian Husky, and you will be a Beethoven, and you will be a Air Bud, and then you would kind of, you, not me, I would see this and be aroused, but they would, just get on all fours, play dogs and owners. It would get wild. They pretend to like piss and shit on the grass. It would get crazy. It would get nuts.
I'm gonna come.
So yeah. Oh man. Speaking of the cabinet of,
I'm gonna come.
I mispronounced his name on the last solo show. Matt Gates stepped down. He is not going to be watching kids play pet owners. Yeah, Matt Gates. He's got the gay in his name. I bet he loves that. No. What does that even mean? He's the kind of guy that would get offended if I said that to him. He's like, "Hey, are you gay because you got gay in your name? Oi, fucking Matt Gates. Let's go diddle some children. You fucking nasty bloke." You nasty fuck. Yeah, that shit is wild. But I'm fuck. I'm glad he stepped down. Step down. How's everybody? I enjoy this solo talky talk, but I can't tell how everybody feels about it. I'm sure people want guests, but it's just not going to happen all the time. During the holidays is tough, but things happen. And the show must go on, as I say. But yeah, would people rather me not do an episode? Would people rather just wait until I have a guest? I can't tell what people want. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? I recently acquired some. They're the wireless Rode microphones. Is a little early Christmas present from someone anonymous, and I'm very excited about those. So basically, what I'm going to try to do is they're little microphones, and they like the receiver plugs into your phone, and they'll go onto your lapel, and you'll go out there. You'll go out, and I can do it anywhere. Like I think it's got like 100-yard distance, and we can create on the scene content, and then I will chunk it into the podcast. Like I will be like, and we're gonna go to that clip now, and then it'll splice on over to something I'm doing in the park or doing at a restaurant with maybe one of the guests, maybe by myself. Who knows? But the possibilities are endless. For those of you that are gamers, I'm pretty excited for Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is a 6v6 team-based shooter. I think it's a shooter. Yeah, I guess you call it a shooter. It's like a team-based like hero shooter. And it's got a bunch of Marvel characters. I played the beta and it looks fun. Oh, it was fun as fuck, but there wasn't that many characters to play yet. There wasn't that many maps to play in the beta, which was fine. But at the time of this episode recording, or when this episode comes out, sorry, I think it'll be like less than a week for it to drop. And if you want to come play Marvel Rivals, hit me up. We're going to be playing it. We're going to need a 6-stack to come and play Marvel Rivals. And it's going to be fun. Marvel Rivals. We will be playing you. Together we will be playing your game. I also would like to know, what is everybody doing when they listen to this? Are you driving? Are you in the car? Are you at work? I can't imagine anybody's listening to this show while working out. It's possible. I know some people that listen to podcasts while they're at the gym, but I gotta be listening to some. Come on, rude boy, let's get it up. I'm a rude boy. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be like. You can't be listening to, what's. Let me find the drop. Jesus. When you're alone, when I'm alone in the studio, those are loud in the microphone.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Oh my God. That reminds me. Tropic Thunder. One of my favorite movies of all time. And I wrote a paper on it for a particular professor. We all had to do an entire essay on a movie, and you had to like break down the movie scene by scene. It was intense. But yeah. I'm just hinting at that. That might be a little bit of foreshadowing. Just so anybody. Just around the river bend. But yeah, that's foreshadowing. Hopefully that comes to fruition. The foreshadowing. I'm going to have Ben Stiller on. Spoiler alert. That would be crazy. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I know the Die Hard fans are the only ones left at this point in the episode. What do you want out of next year? Next year, what do you want from the show? What will get you, if you're a patron, what would get your money's worth? If you're not a patron, what would entice you to share the show? What do you want the show to become? I am open to different paths of evolution. I'm open. Wide open. What do you want? What do you want from this? I would love to be more collaborative. I really want to work with other podcasts. I know I'm a small fish, but other podcasts that have been around that I do know of, and I do know the people that are working on them. I'd love to collaborate, do some more stuff like that. Because this is still the first year, and I, just getting my feet wet. I figured out how I can use my phone as an extra soundboard. Hopefully this is not too loud. Good gravy. Good gravy indeed. Does anybody get a real tree? Real tree, camo. Does anybody get real trees for Christmas? I'm going with a small fakey. Not a big natural this year. Oh, no. Not a big natural. I want a petite, 30 cc's on this. But yeah, going out and chopping down your own tree sounds super fun. Yeah, if I had a little bit more, I guess I could do that this year. This is one of the years where I do have time off at the right time to go do that, but I don't know if I fucking wanna. Do you think it's against the Christmas spirit if you don't have a real tree? Who the fuck was that? What the hell is that? Okay. That's what that is. Well, my heart goes out to those listening. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready for Christmas. Have fun. I hope you look forward to the next couple of episodes to round out the year. And we're going to come roaring back in 2025. I've got some real fun guests lined up. that I'm going to be recording in the next couple of days. Again, things got really crazy. Scheduling, work, yada, yada, yada. So hopefully solo episodes are not the worst thing in the world for you to hear. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep practicing these and get better at them. I bring notes, but I still keep them loose. I'm not going to rant for 2 hours on my own, but I'll give you a little something. But yeah, let me know. What do you want come 2025? What do you want? Am I doing something wrong? Not negative, but like I'm saying, is there something simple that would be like, hey, this would be top tier. This would be top tier if you just did it. If you just did this podcast with your t-shirt off or something, maybe not that. I probably wouldn't do that, but if it's doable, I might do it. I might do it. Give it a shot, at least in the dark. For those of you that are diehards that have listened through the first couple of episodes of the pod, I did promise that if we got 10,000 downloads for the podcast in the first year, I would make a nude to semi-nude calendar. But we didn't make it. We did not. We were a couple thousand short, I'll tell you. Now, combined, the analytics combined of the podcast and YouTube, definitely closer, but it would be, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't make it. Maybe next year. Maybe next year we'll get there. So yeah, thank you all for listening to me ramble. Yeah, let me know what you want from the show. Especially if you're here at this point, reach out. Let me know what I can do for you. Please share with your friends. Spay and neuter your pets. Happy holidays. And keep an eye out for the next couple of episodes as we shoot into Christmas. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Happy holidays.